Hello everybody, I'm congested for the 100th time since October. What else is new? This has been going on since October. I'm really sorry about it. I just cannot get better. Today I am in a bit of a rush, but I got a lot of requests for a tutorial on my birthday look that I had in my Instagram post, which I'll insert somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to recreate that look today. I've been recreating that look like a lot lately. So it's a really easy look. It actually took me like 20 minutes probably to do. It's just a thick wing, some really bright colors, and a lot of sparkle, which is really nice. I do use the desixkaty Friendcation palette for this, but any kind of gold or pink pressed glitter will do as well. So let's just jump right into it, and I'll kind of go over the products that I use. So we're gonna start with priming my eyeballs. So I'm gonna use the desixkaty Friendcation palette, which is like right now my ride or die. I just love the shimmers in here. They're just so glittery. But you could also use any kind of glitter shade as well, so it doesn't have to be this palette. The Huda Beauty palette would have something comparable to this. It might not be as sparkly, but you can always grab glitter and make it sparkly. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this done quickly because I do have to go out. I'm not going out anywhere that's important, but I am going out. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dust off the translucent powder that I usually just use for my face onto my eyeballs so that I set my eyelids. Next, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Electric palette. I am going to go in with the pink shade that is right here. It's like an electric hot pink. And what I'm going to do is get it into my crease on the corner and drag it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it through the crease until I get to my inner corner, and I'm going to blend it in the inner corner as well. The reason I really liked pink for the birthday theme was because Kylie Jenner's 21st birthday pictures were like iconic. I'm not like a huge Kylie Jenner fan, but I do really think she's beautiful, so I don't know, her birthday outfit really inspired the pink glitter. I love this blending brush because it just blends like so effortlessly. It's great. So I'm going to go into the next eye, and I'm just going to do what I did before, where I get the corner and I blend outward because I always do the faux cat eye. And then I'm going to blend into the crease and then bring it down into the inner corner. Typically for color I like to leave the concealer wet, but for this specific palette it really does pack a punch either way, so I'm not concerned. I haven't done a tutorial in a hot minute. Well, you guys always request them, so might as well give them to you. I always blend outward for that fake cat eye look, but I do clean it up with a makeup wipe, so this usually does stain my eyelids, so I'm not gonna lie to you, you will have stained eyelids after this. Sorry about it. Next I'm gonna go in with my red shade right here just to deepen up everything. And I am going to go in on the same brush I just typically do, just so it gets a little bit more of the blended color feel. I know that you typically shouldn't if you want some dimension, but I really am not worried as much about the dimension as I am about the just darkening it up ever so slightly. Kind of work it in on the inner corner just for that depth. And then I'm going to go in on my inner corner with it as well. Then I'm going to take it on this side as well. It just gives it a really like a hot pink kind of feel, which is really dope. Like I said, I'm just working it on the inner corner and just kind of blending upwards so that it blends into the crease but doesn't take away from the hot pink that's on the outside. And if you feel like it's getting messy, it will get messy until you're done pretty much. So it just kind of makes it a little bit darker, which is nice. Just kind of like keeping it underneath, kind of more toward the eyelid area rather than the crease, so I can still have that hot pink stand out. Okay, now it is messy, so I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to clean up the edges. So you should have just like a tiny bit of like a white spot like right here in the middle of your eye that hasn't been touched by the eyeshadow, which is typically what I go for. I'm gonna dip into the desixkaty Friendcation palette, which looks like this. And then I'm gonna go in with the first rose colored kind of shimmer shade, and then I'm gonna go in on top of that with this goldish shade just to brighten it up. So I'm gonna take my finger, which is what I typically do, and that's why it's so easy. And I'm just gonna work my way up with my finger until I get to my crease area. And then I'm going to pat just the top area just for like a faux halo eye, just a pop in the center kind of like look. And I just kind of work my finger inward toward the color for that like really nice blend. And you will go in with your brush obviously and wipe away the excess or whatever. So because I went a little farther, I'm going to go ahead and sweep off right here and then just at the top. So it should look something like this at first. I'm going to go in the other eye and do the same thing. So I'm just going to work my way in with the shimmer. And these are so sparkly, it's just so awesome. So I'm going to take that gold shade on my finger. I'm going to go on top of the pink. And you're going to sparkle like the morning sun. I'm just going to tap it all over. So what I'm going to do is go back in with my red shade from my Huda Beauty palette, dip in there, tap off the excess. I'm just going to go in the corner just to make sure that that color is blended with the shimmers. So what I'm going to do is go in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm going to do a really thick wing. Okay. And just because I like my eyeliner like matte black, I'm going to go over with the Kat Von D matte black liquid eyeliner. Before I do that, because it always clumps up my lashes, I'm going to put on a coat of mascara first. What I'm going to do is take the liquid liner and go over. Because I'm in a rush, I'm going to be doing my eyelashes next. What I'm going to be doing is using my Rouge Miss Furry lashes, or it's Miss Fury, but they're really furry, so I haven't tried these on yet, so I have no idea what they're going to look like. Let's hope and pray this looks okay. I hate applying lashes. Wow, these lashes are huge. Holy shit. Lash number 2. I'm going to do foundation and concealer as per normal. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, which is my favorite foundation ever. I look really white in the monitor, but I promise you it is beige in person. My skin must be really nice because usually I use a lot more than this, I feel like. So I'm going in with my Tarte concealer, and I'm just going to conceal the areas that need to be concealed because I'm a zombie and typically I don't sleep. So that's probably why I'm sick all the time. I'm just kind of putting it where I would conceal and highlight any areas that I want to be put on display. I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything. If you guys are interested in having me do that Bratz challenge that everybody seems to be doing, I'm totally down because I actually loved the Bratz dolls as a kid, so like that would be like totally dope. I like to look up this entire process so that I don't chance creasing. And what I'm going to do is in the tip of my cup for my Lauramercier. I look like a psycho, oh my god. I'm going to use my Lauramercier Translucent Setting Powder to bake underneath my eyes to set that concealer. As per usual, you can literally go to any of my videos and see me do the exact same thing, probably in more detail if you have questions on how to contour, highlight. This is just what I do, you know? So while I'm doing that, I'm going to do my brows because Lord knows they need help sometimes. I'm going to leave my bake on while I do my brows really quick. So if you guys have other recommendations as to what tutorials you want to see me do on this channel, please just let me know. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off the bake with my fluffy brush and I'm going to wipe it into my skin as well. I look so white. I promise it's just the ring light. I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and I'm going to contour really quickly. My lips look so nasty. I'm so sorry. Contouring is probably my favorite part next to eyes, like, that I like doing because it just gives such a, like, life to your face. Next, I'm going to go in with my Tarte blush in Genuine. I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks. It's more of a coral blush, which is what I usually lean toward because it's very natural looking, which is my favorite, but it still adds that flush of color that makes you look like you're a living person instead of like a dead zombie. Even though I'm a dead zombie anyway, but nobody needs to know that, you know? It's just all about personal preference. And I like to put a shit ton on. And I like to stick some on the tip of my nose as well. And then we're going in for highlight. Before I highlight, because I almost forgot, I'm going to take the pink and the red shade and I'm going to kind of mix them together. And I'm going to go underneath my eyeball and I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to mascara the bottom lashes. I'm going to take my Beauty Blender. I'm going to take my favorite color for highlight, Regal, from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Palette. I'm going to go ahead and highlight. Then I usually highlight my nose with my finger anyway, but I just actually did really well on the bridge, so I'm just going to emphasize it just a little with my finger. And then the tip of my finger for the little highlighting dot, you know. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is set the face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Make sure none of my makeup goes anywhere even though I'm not doing anything exciting tonight. So to finish everything off, I'm just going to use a clear sparkly gloss by Urban Decay in the shade SPL. I also did use a Bite Beauty lip mask. To finish off the look, I'm going to be taking Unicorn from the Dream Palette and I'm going to stick it on my inner corner. Alright guys, that's the finished look. We're working on this whole not being awkward thing. It's really not working out for me. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. If you want to see more, you can always check out my social media down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to be notified every time I upload and get the shock of your life, go ahead and click that bell notification below. If you watched this video and you remotely liked it, please give it a like. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time zone that you happen to be watching this in. I will catch you on the next video where I will attempt to also get my life together.